She's back. Cassie from Jeep Gear and Gadgets is back. Cassie, the people. Where?
I don't want to make a video.
Yes, you do. Where are you, Cassie? It's been 4 months. The people want a video. There you go.
Over here. It has been 4 months since I've made a video. I'm finally ready to give you guys an update. Let's get started. 4 months is a really long time to go without making videos, and I'm so sorry, guys. I don't want you to think I gave up on the build or on showing you guys what we're doing with it, but why did I stop making videos? You know, where did I go? What happened? Will I be making any more videos? What is the future of the channel, and what is the future of this build? That is what I want to tell you guys about today. Funny thing about today is that I actually filmed that part of the video last weekend. My kids broke up from Nav and I just ran out of time. And that kind of leads me into one of the main reasons I stopped making videos was because I don't have enough time. I work a full-time job, 40+ hours a week easily. I commute to and from work an hour a day. 2 kids. By the time I get home, make them dinner and put them to bed, there's no daylight left for me to make videos. So it's kind of just figuring out that balance between hanging with the fam, work, and trying to work on the LJ and document it as we go along. I'm not trying to throw a pity party or anything. I know we all have busy lives. A lot of us work full time and still find time to work on our Jeeps. But I think it's overlooked a lot of the times how much effort and energy go into making these videos. I mean, it's filming and then it's editing and then uploading, and it's more to it than you think. But on to another reason why I have not been working on the LJ or making videos lately is because I wasn't really sure where I wanted to go with the build. So we have the JK, which is more of a rock crawler, right? And then we also have the JT, which I have not introduced on our video yet. We have a brand new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, and this is more of our family-friendly, off-roading, overlanding type of vehicle. So we're kind of lost on what we want to do with the LJ. I mean, I have some ideas. Vince has some ideas, and
hardcore wheeler.
Hardcore wheeler. I mean, shh, don't give away any secrets.
It's not gonna be a fun. Will it?
He doesn't know. So I'm really just not sure where I want to go with it. I want to make sure that the mods I am putting on the LJ actually make sense for the build and for what I want to use the Jeep for. I think it's important to have a vision of what you want your vehicle to be, or kind of like an end goal, you know? What in the world are these wheels and tires doing on the LJ? A couple of videos back, I had put gray wheels and 35s on here. However, we wanted to test those wheels and tires out on the Gladiator. We took it off-roading a couple times. Ben has a really good video on his channel of testing the 35s on the Gladiator. We didn't end up keeping the 35s on there. We upgraded to 37s, and now we just haven't had enough time to put the 35s back on the LJ. I will say that the Jeep drives a lot better with 33s on it because it's not re-geared. It still has the stock gears. It does not have any performance upgrades, and as it's built now, 33s are a better fit. However, this Jeep will be getting re-geared soon. We will be putting 35s on it, maybe 37s, and some other additional mods. So that's to come, but it's for a different video. I do want to talk about one issue we are having with the LJ right now, and it's kind of preventing us from moving forward. The current issue is that it has a hard shift from first to second. Now, I started noticing this on my drive to work. It would happen every once in a while, and then it started happening every time I drove the Jeep. And it turns out that it's the transmission control module. So it's not an actual transmission issue, it's a computer issue because the TCM sits inside of the ECM, which is the Jeep's computer.
Located right here. So the LJs are actually kind of plagued with this. It's a common issue. You know, happens probably 1 out of 10 of them. The ECU actually contains the transmission control module internally. Now, a few of those components in the TCM located inside the ECM actually just either get old, short out, or just have issues. The big problem with these Jeeps is the fact that it's hard to find computer replacements for them. There's a few of the online computer shops, but most of them, they don't even really fix them, and you're plagued with the same issue. I think we finally found one, an online store that completely rebuilds them in-house, fixes every component, and it's about 500 bucks, which isn't too bad.
That has been our biggest hurdle, is finding a vendor that actually has a reputable computer that we're actually willing to spend $500 on.
Yeah, because there's a ton of companies out there that sell the remanufactured ones, like A1 computers. You do a quick Google search on these Jeeps and this issue, there's people out there that'll buy a new computer and still have the exact same issue. So, you know, we did find a reputable vendor, but they haven't been around for long. So, you know, if we spend 500 bucks and still have the same issue, that's gonna kind of suck.
And that's been our biggest problem too with doing other upgrades on the Jeep, because there's no point in doing other mods and then we can't get the computer fixed. All right, let's take it for a ride and let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, should be shifting soon. There it goes. Bad angle, but I think y'all see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's not shifting at the right spot. It's really jolting you when you're driving. Definitely something that needs to be fixed before we do any additional upgrade to this thing. It's really kind of a bummer too, because I had a lot of plans for this thing and then the transmission issue came up. So now it's just kind of been a lot of research trying to figure out where we can get one to get this issue solved, because I don't see any point in adding any additional upgrades while we still have the computer issue. Now, I know that wasn't the most exciting video, but you all deserved an update as to where I've been, what's going on with the channel, and what's going on with the LJ build. I'm not gonna magically have any more free time than I already do now, but I am gonna change up the style of the videos a little bit. I'm still gonna be doing mods, I'm still going to be doing installs. I just might not give you a step-by-step instructional video. I might do some mods and installs and then take the Jeep out and test it on the trails. I think this Jeep deserves to get out on the trails and be tested. I still need to get the new computer for it, so that's coming soon. And then after that, there's nothing holding me back from doing all the upgrades that I originally wanted to do to this Jeep. So a lot to come in the next few months. I also have not forgotten about the giveaway from my last video. I've read through the comments. Some of the stories were pretty hilarious, and I've chosen a winner, but I'm going to do the giveaway in my next video, so stay tuned for that. As always, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and my name's Cassie, and keep Jeeping classy.